Triple G is a great, great, great fighter, and he's had all these moments in his life to cement his legacy. Tonight, Derevyanchenko cemented his legacy, and he was robbed of that moment. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that, but he was robbed of that moment. And it made me feel sick, because that was like a Gaddy Ward fight fought at a skill level like 10 levels above. But just tonight, it wasn't Triple G's night, and I think he knew it. I love Triple G, one of the greatest fighters of all time, but he knows he didn't win tonight. I believe that.
Not true, but anyway.
Eddie, I saw Andre right after the fight. He seemed very frustrated.
Well, no, yeah, because he gets in the ring, Gennadi's just had an absolute war.
Yeah.
And Demetrius is going up to him saying, "Come on, let's fight." And he's like, "What?" And he actually said to him, "I'm ready to fight you.
Okay.
You've got a belt, I've got a belt, let's do the unification." So I wouldn't be surprised to see that fight next.
Do you think Andre, in a sense, is too good? Because he's always had a problem getting these big fights.
Styles make fights. You know, again, Derevyanchenko boxed so well tonight. Everybody has their night. You know, sometimes Andre could go in against Gennady and just dazzle. You know, he could walk onto a shot, could get hurt to the body. Like anything can happen. That's why we love boxing. You know, and styles make fights. And what Derevyanchenko did tonight, a lot of the time, was push Gennady back. So he followed a little bit of the blueprint from Canelo in the second fight, where it was like, okay, rather than let him walk you down and cut you off, let's try and take the initiative. And I was screaming at Gennady to walk him down and cut him off. And you know, it was a very, very close fight. I know Lou felt it was 8-4, but not including the knockdown. And Mossy got it by one point. So was it a robbery by 1 point? I mean,
most writers have pressed well. Who had Sergey winning the fight?
yeah, I've seen that.
Dan Rayfield had it for him.
By one
Coppinger
round.
had-
By
yeah,
one
no,
round.
he's okay. But he won the fight. Coppinger had it for him. Keith Idek, Lance Pugmire. Every single one of those guys scored it for Sergey Derevyanchenko. And the knockdown of the first round wasn't just one shot in the back of the head. It was two shots. Two, clear as day.
Because he's down like this.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He was hitting him behind the head the whole fight. The referee warned him 3 times.
Because he was
No, but he warned him 3 times. The referee warned him 3 times. Other times he wasn't knocked down. The fact is, when they were being interviewed in the ring after the fight, the entire crowd booed Triple G, and then when Sergey got interviewed, they cheered Sergey. So obviously the writers, most of the public had Sergey winning the fight. If he doesn't fight Canelo next, there should be a rematch with Sergey Derevyanchenko. Because I don't think anybody in the public, except for a Canelo fight, wants to see any other fighter fight Triple G except for Sergey.
There's a unification with Demetrius Andrade.
Demetrius Andrade is a great fighter.
There's your other client, Daniel Jacobs.
Daniel Jacobs moved up to 168. He'll fight Triple G at 160 or 168 as well.
How does Sergey feel? Because he's had 2 really close, really tough fights for the world title that he just didn't go his way. Is he a little...
He's heartbroken. His wife's heartbroken, and that's the problem when you have fights like this where, I'm not going to say it was a robbery, but most people, most writers, and obviously with the reaction of the crowd, most people think Sergey Derevyanchenko won the fight. I'm not saying everybody thought it, but most people think he won the fight, so you steal the guy's career from him. He'll have a great career after this, but this would have been career changing, and that's wrong.
I thought it was a very close fight. I think Keith knows, because he told me, that Golovkin shouldn't really been in a ring tonight, but I can't take anything away from Derevyanchenko.
Well, I don't manage. I don't manage
He doesn't know.
I don't eat.
Somehow they found out.
Listen, I don't manage Golovkin. It was his choice to fight. Okay, other people have been sick before and gone in the ring. You have to ask him. I'm not going to comment. Maybe he was sick. Okay, but all I know is every time he hit Sergey with a huge combination, Sergey would fire back with the same amount of punches. Every single time. There was never a time where he got hit with a huge combination and he wouldn't fire back. So he proved he's one of the best boxers in the world. And again, I don't want to say a robbery because it sounds like sour grapes, but no, I'm not saying it's a robbery. But I know my guy won. And the crowd and Press Row and even DAZN, the company that signed Triple G to hold on. They signed him to a $100 million contract. He's one of the faces of their franchise. They scored for Sergey Derevyanchenko. So if Eddie wants to say there shouldn't be a rematch, maybe he thinks
No, Eddie's
Derevyanchenko's
right.
too
I mean,
dangerous.
if you're working with Triple G, there shouldn't be a rematch. Because
We'd like him 100% healthy for the rematch.
well, with all due respect, they're both in the hospital, so we want them both 100% healthy.
Okay, so then if he was sick tonight, if he was legitimately sick, let's do the rematch. Let's do it. I don't think there's anybody. Is there anybody in this room right here that doesn't want to see a rematch? Raise your hand. If you don't want to see a rematch. Okay. Except that. Yes. Who do you think won the fight?
You already know. Triple G ain't win that.
All right. Press Row doesn't have him winning either, so there should be a rematch.
Well, you didn't even ask people. I mean,
Okay.
this guy here was like, well, I don't think so, but you know, it was a very close fight. It was a very close fight.
With the issue of the illness, right? I think his last two fights, Checo failed to score 125% hit rate against his opponents. Triple G obviously made him look very good in here. You think that really that illness?
Sergey made Sergey look really good.
Yeah, Triple G didn't make anybody look good.
Sergey fought his ass off. Again, every time Sergey got hit with some monster hooks, some monster shots to the body, some monster shots to the back of the head. And what did he do every time that happened? He fired back with a 3-4 punch combination. He never retreated. He always fought back. Okay, so there's not one person in here that doesn't want to see a rematch.
Triple G's never been hit with shots like that, ever, including against Canelo. If he didn't have the chin of God, he would have been knocked out in that fight. He has the chin of God. He's the greatest chin in boxing. There's no question about it. He took bombs tonight that I like. They were unbelievable. Oh, no,
Yeah, both guys showed great heart. So, I mean, listen, there's a million great fights. You know, all these guys could fight each other. Andrade, Sergey, Triple G, Canelo, Danny Jacobs. Every single one of those fights is amazing, but Sergey Derevyanchenko deserves a rematch. Or, if he goes and fights Canelo next, because I'm sure Canelo wants to fight him now, we should get the winner of that fight.
Given the fact that Triple G is not a champion, would there be much more in the fight?
No, it's a mandatory fight.
Mandatory fight.
So what would entice him to take the position?
Because he's a man.
Because he's a man's man. That's why.
He knows that. Keith is right. Some people had Derevyanchenko winning it. Gennady will know that, and maybe he wants to fight him again.
You know what?
We know what he wants. He wants the Canelo fight.
You gotta remember something too. Gennady and Derevyanchenko have known each other and who they are and what they're about for years and years and years. Triple G took this fight because he's a man's man. He knew it. He knew he was in for a war. He knew it. He knew it. Believe me, this is not a fight he was dying to have. He wanted the belt.
And both guys fought great. Triple G fought a great fight too. Sergey fought a great fight. It was either the fight of the year or pretty damn close to it. So there should be a rematch. If he fights Canelo next, obviously everybody wants to see that, and that makes sense. But if he doesn't fight Canelo next, he should be fighting Sergey Derevyanchenko. Because Sergey Derevyanchenko deserves it.
You know, the blood, the pain.
Why stop at calling it why not call it a robbery? Why not?
Because I don't want to sound like sour grapes.
You know what?
Because it wasn't.
But he won the fight clearly. It wasn't a robbery, but he clearly won the fight.
Well, that's my question.
I know he won the fight.
Clearly won the fight.
I'm going to disagree, bro. He won the fight.
Credit for the rounds that
God, you know what?
he didn't win.
Legitimately, people, it is subjective, and people make mistakes. No, I thought he won the
Something
fight.
like that.
I really did. I thought he clearly. I know who won that fight. I'm always
I
going
think
to believe
Triple
it was
G fought an
Derevyanchenko.
amazing fight as well. Both guys, I give both guys credit.
Really want to start.
Neither guy lost tonight. Neither guy won. Even if my guy had gotten the decision, he should get a rematch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an issue with
the
his
crowd said
intentions.
it.
I don't think he was
Press row
trying
had
to
it
fuck
for
the fight up. I don't think he had a good night.
But it seemed like
Arby's a good
crowd was
referee. I
packed
don't
with
think he had a
Triple
great
G
night.
fans, and they were booing at the end of the night. So they would be pretty.
They shouldn't do Triple G because Triple G's been a great champion.
And I was worried that
Balls
stopped
off
the
tonight,
fight, and I
so
wanted to see
nobody
the fight.
should boo either guy.
I think they were booing the decision.
Yeah, they weren't booing either guy.
Right.
They weren't booing Triple G. They were
Nobody
booing
should
the
boo
result.
Triple G. He's a great champion.
They weren't booing
One
Triple
of the
G.
best fighters of all time.
They weren't.
And he fought his ass off tonight.
No, they were booing what they thought was an unjust decision. They were not booing Triple G. No one can boo Triple G. He's one of the greatest fighters on the court in the
Fighters ever.
game.
And he's still one of the greatest fighters.
He still is.
But now Sergey is as well. He proved that tonight.
Right?
We made it they was in the hospital together.
Well, they probably will be. See Sergio, he had a big bandage. Gennady was a hand. Respect to both. Respect to both.
Great fight.
Great fight. Great fight.
I think it was better than Spencer Porter.